got a really cool tool to show you tonight. This is the Caliber X, and this sort of landed in my lap. I found this on eBay for under $30, I think. So if one of you bought this and hated it and put it on eBay, thank you so much, because now I am able to review this multi-tool. This will come in at around 5.5 inches. It is made of the frame, the most material is made out of 420HC steel, and it comes in at 8.8 ounces. Now, right up front, how do you get this? This was launched in 2020 on Indigo or Kickstarter or both. And just recently, last year or the year before, it came out and the backers got theirs, and then now you can buy this on Indigo for $85. So that is how you can obtain this multi-tool. Now this has some sort of revolutionary tools on it, groundbreaking, just ways that they have pack tools and use tools. I really like what Caliber X has done in many areas. So right away you see this is an adjustable wrench. So it will be adjustable wrench based, not plier based, which is fairly unusual. And then you do have almost an inch opening, just shy of an inch. So that's pretty good for the adjustable wrench market. And I have to say that the jaws do feel a lot more sturdier than, for instance, something like the Septimo from CRKT. So there are several other adjustable wrench multi-tools out there, but this, from what I can see right now, is one of the best designed. This does also have a hammer head, so that's pretty cool as well that you can use that. And I like that with the adjustable wrench, they haven't wasted the space, they've used it, and that's really neat. Now on to the other side, the one side of this tool. It does have two sides, even though it doesn't have a plier. Any pliers. These handles do not come apart, but you can access them from both sides. You have an S30V knife, and this is locking. It's got a frame lock. So you have got a combo knife, and I really like the shape of it. And then I know there's probably a better way to unlock this, but right now all I can see is just pulling on the frame to unlock it. So if you have this knife, please let me know, and I would be happy to learn a better way to unlock these blades on this side. And then there is the saw, and then the rope cutter, and then the wood chisel rather. Now on my particular version, and maybe this was an early release model, I don't know, the wood chisel doesn't seem to have a blade. It seems to be more like a almost pry bar or a screwdriver. It seems like they coated these with black textured material that when I did accidentally drop this on the ground, it did sort of scuff up. I think maybe right there you can see. So I wonder if some of that got on the edge and got in the way of the cutting edge, but I'm not sure. So you will probably have to sharpen your chisel once you get it. And then one of the very unique tools is this tool right here, which does not lock, but it doesn't really need to. You have a center punch, a detachable center punch, and this is really cool. You can go ahead and use it like so, and then hammer the end on it if you need to use a punch. And I really like that design where they're not tied into the frame, but you can remove tools from the frame and put them back in. So even like a micro screwdriver would be really cool to have if you could remove it from the frame. Here's a ferro rod. Again, you can use this and then use the knife or whatever you want to scrape it to start a fire on the ferro rod. So that is a very cool option. Now, a lot of people complain that the Leatherman Signal, their ferro rod is too short. I think it's going to be a lot harder to complain about the Caliber X because it is over 2 inches long. So that's a fairly good size for a ferro rod. Now on the other side of the tool, we have some more unique features. And before we look in depth at them, on the inside, you can actually store several bits for the driver. So that's pretty cool. 1/4-inch bits, right, like so. Now on this side we have a file, and again it does seem like It looks a little bit unfinished. Again, this may be an early version, but I do applaud them on their engineering of the tool, but not all of the parts may be up to spec of what some people are used to. So this does seem to be more like a diamond file. On this side, I believe it is marketed as such. And then on the other side, we have an awl, and that is unique as well. So this awl is a little bit smaller. It is more almost the shape of a scalpel blade, but it does look sharper, and it's got a very sharp point right there as well. And then we have a couple tools left. We have the bit driver. Now, I love this bit driver. It does lock into place, which is cool. It does have a little bit of play there, but it does lock into place. And then you can use your full 1/4" bits. Now, a lot of people ask, can you use the double-sided Weehawken bits or perhaps the Klein bits? I don't think you can on this because, again, I don't think there's space. So it will just be 1/4" bit compatible, I believe. And then you can use another tool to unlock this, and there may again be another unlocking mechanism, but I just received this tool today, so I'm not extremely familiar with all of its options, but I did want to hurry up and give you a first look in case you're thinking about buying this tool in Indigo. Then there is the can opener, and it looks like it has a wire stripping notch, except there's no blade there, I don't see. So they label this as a wire bender, so maybe both of those are wire bending notches, which is a little unusual not to put an edge on that wire stripping notch. And then this right here is your pry bar. So that's unique to label that as a pry bar. And also it is your way to use this system with this clip. And then now you can go ahead and attach this to your belt or your pack, and then this goes ahead and locks into place. So instead of a pocket clip or a pouch, it comes with this, which is a different way to do things, but perhaps it will be appreciated by many people. So that is one way. This, let's see, I guess I have to get it around like so. There we go. But a very unique tool set. So I'm very intrigued with it. Now, like I've mentioned, there are a couple of things like this right here. I don't understand why I can't get the bit driver closed when it would have taken perhaps a 1/16, 1/8 of an inch difference to get that closed. Surely they could have made the handle just a tiny bit shorter. So that's one of the things I don't quite understand. If I was to use this tool full time, I think I would probably shave off the end of the bit. And in the pictures, they actually show it carrying a bit and it closing all the way, but in mine it does not. So just be aware there may be some things like that where it's a little bit off or a little bit different than what you were expecting. Again, the wood chisel is a little bit, it's not sharp, but overall, I think Caliber X has done an excellent job in really innovating. They have tried desperately to change and make this unique, and I think they have definitely done that. And I think this is a very good tool set, especially with that locking bit driver. Let's go ahead and see, because one of the things I ran into with another one is after which actually was the True Utility Titanium version, was the locking bit driver doubled over after I put some stress on it. So I released the video and then it failed, and that was sort of embarrassing, but it worked when I did the video. So on this one, I'm putting a fair amount of pressure and it does not seem like the lock is buckling. So very, very happy with that. We'll have to see again. This is only after having it for partial day, but it does seem like the tools work fairly well. Well, let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Has Caliber X done an excellent job? Or is this something that you'll move on? All right, I'll see you in the next video.